Hey beautiful people, welcome back to video 3 of the beginner friendly makeup series. So today we're focusing solely on brows. Today's video is all about achieving the perfect brow in my eyes. The perfect brow, nothing too harsh, just my everyday brow. We've all heard the saying, your brows are, you know, not twins, but definitely sisters, or sisters, not twins. Okay, I think that's how the saying goes. But just stay tuned and we are going to move through the brow portion of this video. So stay. Okay, so y'all, again, I use a mascara wand or the spoolie that kind of comes in the mascara tube. I think the tubes, I told y'all about some of these that I picked up from MAC before, but like I said, they have them pretty much at all the drugstores, all those different places that you can actually pick these up. But I just feel like they go really nice for brushing out your brow. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Paris. This is the Voluminous Smoldering eyeliner. Yes, this is an eyeliner, y'all, but when I discovered how great it was for my brows, I've been using it for such a long time that I've never used it for eyes though. It's always been a brow pencil. So it comes with, you can get it from any of the drugstores. It comes with a sharpener as well, which is great because this is more of a, this is definitely a, I don't know, can y'all see? This is definitely one of those pencils that is much thicker than the rest. I can't talk to y'all and do my brows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and start to get my shape together, and then I'll explain to y'all what I have done, okay? But again, this is not something that takes a lot of preparation for. It's something that's extremely quick, so let's go. Okay, so far all I have done is started to draw a very soft line under my brow. Okay, this is like under the arch area. I kind of lightly stroke the pencil this way so that it kind of gets product into my brow. Okay, so basically all I've done so far was draw like a very small line underneath the brow to really give me the shape. So I'm in the process of really forming the shape I want. But if y'all notice, if I wanted to go out the house looking like this, I honestly could. If I didn't have time to clean up with concealer or any of that, I could easily leave the house. The good thing about this pencil is the fact that you can sharpen it before every use. It gives you a really sharp edge. So it really helps you control what the brow is going to look like, as opposed to, you know, when a pencil needs to be sharpened, it's just all kinds of wrong. Sharpen your pencil before you start, and I promise you it's going to make the process so much easier. Okay, so getting back to it, I'm now going to kind of drag on the tail. So y'all see how I kind of just extended the tail just from that small little motion. So then, like as of right now, my brows aren't extremely thin, but I can tell you, I kind of like them a little bit thicker. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go across the top, also still very lightly. And do y'all see how I just pretty much connected what I did at the bottom and the top? So the end of the arch, do y'all see how I started it at the bottom, but I pretty much kind of connected them at the top. So at this point, I'm going to lightly drag some product through my brows. I'm going to take my wand, and this is where you'll kind of see me start to brush product in. Y'all, hopefully the light is not changing too much on y'all. I actually have, I'm using mainly natural light today, but then I do have my my ring light on, because for those of you that know me, lighting is very serious. Y'all, I'm that person that walks around with the ring light for your phone. You know how you clip the ones on your phone and you kind of turn them on, and it just transform any picture. It transform any situation to something completely different. Yeah, I'm that girl. I'm that girl. Okay, do y'all see what I got going on so far? So honestly, if I wanted to leave the house now and not clean up my brow, I could easily do so with no problem. So I'm just going to continue to, you want to make sure you kind of evenly distribute the product through your brow. Because what I do try to avoid is I try to avoid having to clean up on the top of the brow. So I try to stay as precise as possible so that I'm not actually having to clean up the product around the top of my brow. So hopefully I get it good enough in the first round that I don't have to take any concealer across the top. Because I feel like this is where a lot of people could tend to kind of venture off in unsafe territories, because they tend to carve out the entire brow. I used to be that person back in the day. But when I learned that that was not a cute look to actually be able to see all of the concealer and all of the places that you actually arched your brow, I quickly changed that, y'all, okay? So basically, when I clean up this brow, I'm only going to go across the bottom. I'm going to avoid going across the top. And in the event that I do have to kind of clean across the top, I'm not taking it completely around. Y'all, this is a trusty Sonia Kashuk brush. It actually looks quite disgusting now that I'm looking at it on camera. It started out as a real nice and shiny white brush, but this seems to be the only brush that I absolutely love for cleaning up underneath, because it is very small and it's one of those brushes that I feel like I can do it so quickly. That could be another problem to why you can't really get that sharp edge underneath. Sometimes the brushes are too fluffy, and I like that this one is definitely flat enough. So y'all, this is all pretty much one brow complete. I haven't cleaned this brow up or anything. So here is what we have after I have used my smoldering eye pencil. And then here we are after having done nothing. So once again, can y'all see the difference? What I'm going to go ahead and do is let's just clean this bad boy up, the one on the right, so that my right, y'all's left. I'm basically going to take my Studio Finish Concealer by MAC. This is in NW 45. So this concealer is great concealer. I've been using it for so many years I couldn't start to count. The good thing about it is I simply just take my brush and dip it in the product. Y'all, this mascara, this concealer, I want to say could be in the 17-ish range, but you use it for so long that you won't even remember how much it costs. So of course, if you're starting out and you're just looking for a concealer to purchase or whatever, then yeah, $17 may sound excessive, but I can't even tell you how long I've had it. So that's definitely the good thing about it. After getting my brush in the product, I'm basically going to, okay, this is another part where I'm gonna just shut up, but I'm going to go ahead and clean underneath and then blend it down, and we'll talk. One thing I hope y'all notice is that I started not in the front of my brow with the product, because when you start in the front, it really does increase the harshness of everything, because you have all this product packed on your brush and it simply sits at the front of the brow. So if you fail to conceal that area, or not necessarily conceal, I'm sorry, but if you fail to blend out that area, then there you go with those Nike brows. You know, where, I mean, they're just too defined. They're not natural looking at all. So y'all, all I have literally done, listen to me when I say this, all I have done was use the brush to clean up the concealer after shaping. This is it. So this brow, for me, is an everyday brow. Now, one thing I will say is blending when it comes to brows is extremely important. Not only are you blending the product in your brow, but you also need to make sure that you're blending the concealer that you're using to clean up the brow. But y'all, this is it. Now, one last thing I like to do is this is called Essence Make Me Brow. This is an eyebrow gel mascara. Y'all, I'm pretty convinced that there is no product in here, but the fact that I'm thinking it is, it's like a mind thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put some on here anyway. So basically, after I have put the product, like combed the product through my brows, I have cleaned up the area with mascara, I'm sorry, with concealer. I'm simply going to take this Make Me Brow, and this particular color, y'all, is so old I don't even know what color it was, but you'll know this is Brownie Brows. This is number 2. So I simply put some of this over my brow, and this mainly just helps to control the hairs of the brow. This basically is used to keep those brow hairs in place throughout the day so that you don't have lots of wild hairs flying everywhere or anything like that. But y'all, this is my brow. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and clean up. It's always easier to blend down with your product. So when it comes to trying to blend the product out, y'all go ahead and just drag it down. Because when you drag it down, you can kind of get it away from the actual brow hair so that you don't mess up the shape you've created. Y'all, I feel like when it comes to, I know some people probably wondering, oh, why don't you use the like the brow pomades and things like that? Y'all, I feel like the brow pomades, they are so thick. I feel like for beginners, it can be extremely easy to pack too much product in, and I think that's where you start to get like that that real dark brow look. What I don't like, but you may, I don't know. If that's what you're going for, then honey, do you. But if it's not really the look you're going for, maybe you should try something more along the lines of like the eye pencil that I use, because you could easily kind of control how much product you're putting in your brows, and that way it makes it so much easier to not have to do too much blending out and all of that to make them look too dark. Because y'all, I'm done. I'm done. This is the brow. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add a little bit of this Make Me Brow mascara. Hopefully they aren't looking too harsh on camera. But this is what we have. Finished product. If y'all notice, I didn't put concealer at the front of my brow, nor did I go across the top of my brow with concealer. I just didn't have to. This pencil is extremely precise, especially like I told y'all, if y'all go ahead and sharpen the pencil before each use, that's it, y'all. That's it. So I'm done. 17:55 is what the stopwatch says. But y'all, I promise you, it never takes me that long. My brows are probably one of the quickest things that I do in my entire makeup routine, okay? I would probably say on average, not even 5 minutes a brow. I was talking along the way. That's why it seems like it may take a little bit longer, because honestly, even at 17:55, if you're trying to get to work and do all these other things in the morning, you really don't have 17 minutes, 55 seconds to spend on brows. That's a long time to spend on brows. So just know that as you continue to practice this, as you continue to do this on a regular basis, I'm pretty sure your brows can possibly be popping in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. So for this video, as with the other two, which will be linked in the description box, y'all, the giveaway for this video is going to be I'll be giving away 3 of the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliners that I used for my brows, okay? For the sake of not knowing who gonna win, I'm definitely gonna make sure that I send it in the brown color, which is what I have. But even like I said, if you have black hair, don't be trying to match your hair all the way to your brows, so you don't have to walk around with extremely dark brows. But I think this brown is the perfect brownish black looking tint color. So I'll be giving these away to 3 winners. Same rules apply as last time. Be sure you're following me on the Southern City Lights Facebook page. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all of the support that I have received after my last few videos. So let's just keep up the momentum. Share the videos, okay? I'm sure you know somebody who is struggling with achieving a more natural brow, or just would like to see how other people do it. So be sure to share the video. I appreciate you guys for coming back so many times. In fact, if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, side eye, side eye. Okay, y'all have a beautiful day. I will definitely be seeing y'all very, very soon with video number 4 of the series, which is where we will focus solely on eyes. And when I say eyes, we're not going to do this elaborate eyeshadow look, because as a beginner, you know, beginners they're not looking to blend 5, 6 different shadows in one look. So basically all we're going to do in that video is kind of, you know, deepen the crease just a little bit. We may apply lashes, or I may make that, I may save that for a video on its own, because that's something that can be a little tedious and probably difficult for people. So just know that video 4 will soon follow, where we'll focus on achieving the this whole look, because now that we have our brows on, you can kind of see what you're gonna be looking like. You can see what you're gonna look like. Without brows, it's questionable. But now that these brows are together, you will be able to see what your entire look is going to be. So you could leave it as is. Some of y'all might be like, girl, this enough. we're gonna just take it a couple steps further, and we're gonna pop on some lashes. We're gonna smoke out the bottom line a little bit, and then the final thing is gonna just be, you know, adding the finishing touches to the overall face. So again, thank you guys so much for coming back. I definitely appreciate it. Don't forget, follow all the rules in the giveaway, because I would hate to have to eliminate you because you didn't do everything. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the Southern City Lights Facebook page. And until then, mwah, thank y'all for watching.